Hello. There's a specific point I want to speak to here. I'm going to remove all possible noise interference. But it's the point of one key I've noticed about successful people versus unsuccessful people. And it is something that I personally have resisted. And I'm willing to bet that anyone who is, quote, miserable or unhappy with their life, they probably can't figure it out because they're too miserable to see it. But I'm going to give a little key away here that basically every person that I know who's successful is on some level doing this. And every person who is not doing this is always either not becoming successful or always fucking it up or sabotaging it. And here's the point. Someone that I've known for basically 10 years now, a little over 10 years, every time I get into an argument with him, and keep in mind, this is a man who over a period of about 30 years, made over $17 million. Yes, million with an M. $17 million over 30 years, which is an average of about $600,000 or $700,000 a year. And another guy who is getting there is about my age now. But this is what I'm always told, and I fight it tooth and bloody nail because I don't want to hear it. And that is, and I'm only saying this because I want the point to hit home if you can actually hear this, because I've spent 10 years trying to figure out how to make money or how to find a girlfriend or whatever the hell it is that I thought I was doing. But here it is. I have always been told, have fun. Have fun. Have fun. To which I basically lose my shit on him and get angry and whatever the fuck else I do. And within trying to be a little know-it-all or little miserable SOB. But the thing that I've always noticed with people who, and I know several people who try to build successful businesses, and they always get stuck at a certain point. And then it all stops or collapses or something. And there are people who have already done businesses, and then these businesses, whatever they do, continues to go up. And you know, I'm not going to try to idolize Kevin Trudeau here. Because I met the guy twice, and he doesn't know everything. He even admits he doesn't know everything, even though I've tried to idolize him myself. And I know many people who have been involved in Global Information Network or whatever other movements he's been involved with or started. But him, my multimillionaire friends, mentors, they all just enjoy what they're doing. It's like, what I've noticed is that, like, okay, take Kevin Leary, for example. I don't know what Kevin O'Leary's worth is, but just, it came to mind to use him as an example. But everyone thinks he's just a miserable asshole. And it's hilarious. Because you see this guy, and he's got all this. He looks rich. He's on Dragon's Den and Shark Tank and whatever else he's on. And he comes across as this asshole that no one wants to do business with. But he's got wealth. But yet you can tell in those certain moments where he kind of goes off the script, or he's doing his own little personal video, where you can see the lightness coming out of him. You can see the fun emerging from him. Now, I mean, this is just one small piece that I've noticed. I mean, there's like 7 or 8 different things, or like plus even more than that. That's part of this. But this is an important one, because very few of the others work if this piece isn't in place, which is the people who are wealthy, the people who are really rich, and whether you want to say rich means financially rich, rich in terms of relationships, rich in terms of fulfillment and whatever that means. You know, it's like these people, the people I know who've got money, or I shouldn't say have money, but have made a lot of money, or have successfully run businesses, or just generally successful at whatever they do. They learn to enjoy themselves in the moment, no matter what they're doing, whether they're working, having fun, whatever they're doing. They learn to have fun with it. And everyone I know who is, I mean, I'm not trying to be judgmental towards everyone else when I say this, because I don't even think most people are aware of this, what they're actually doing, or they're just so locked in this pattern that they can't even get out of it. That everyone who's just so uptight, or so afraid, or so worried, or so what if, or just focusing on, oh, I don't have this yet, I need this, I don't have that, or they're just always stressed, they're always miserable, they're always unhappy. And believe me, I've spent 9 months there, and I see the consequences of it. And I mean, the last thing I want is for anyone here, let me see if I can make this any better. A little bit better. Better, good enough. The point is that and I've actually been told this by a lot of people before I really became aware of it, is that, are you really willing to chill out and enjoy the moment? Chill out and enjoy whatever you're doing. Because the people that can't chill out are generally the most miserable, and generally are not very fulfilled in any other department, which may or may not include finances. And I only say this because I was just literally 20 minutes ago having a conversation with a friend of mine who has that mentality of, you know, the success mentality. And I don't know how much he's worth. Doesn't really matter. But just passion and just enjoying whatever the passion is. Being fulfilled, just having a purpose. But just making sure that they're enjoying every moment of it. And I'm not gonna lie, there are times where people really hate what they're doing, or really hate what they have to face, but they make the best of it. They have that attitude of, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna have as much fun with it as I can. And hopefully you get the message here, because believe me, I'm going to be honest with you, I struggle with this point every day. I struggle with, you know, stressing out about how something is going to happen, or stressing out about screwing things up, or stressing out about stressing out about whatever, worrying about whatever, even though it does about as much good as basically hitting myself in the head with a hammer. I mean, funny analogy, but it is a point. You know, it's a decision to whether to enjoy, embrace, and adapt in whatever moment's going on, or just to simply be uptight about the past and be uptight about this didn't go the way I want, or that didn't work out, or that person doesn't like me, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just learning to embrace. I mean, it also comes down to learning to embrace the journey. Learning to embrace. I mean, I struggle with this point as much. I probably struggle with this point as much as any person possibly could. You know, learning to enjoy the ride, enjoying the journey, seeing what kind of growth comes out of that, what kind of lessons or what kind of things happen. But the bottom line is that if you can enjoy every moment, enjoy that as much as you can, you're putting that vibe out there, that vibration, that energy, resonance, whatever you want to call it, that when you permeate that, everything changes because who you are to the universe changes. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything like this. I may have heard something like this in the gin material, but I can't say for sure. But I only know that it seems that only someone who's been in this and broken out of this point, which, I mean, it's not possible to break out of it it's not possible to get past this without the right tools, but it's a point that if you can't have fun with whatever you're doing, then you can't have fun. And took me 9 months to get this, but hopefully it only takes you 5 minutes. So, give as you like to receive. Enjoy as much as you can enjoy.